Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about the biogeochemical cycles really quick. All right, kind of go over the keys to success and kind of summarize why each cycle is important and things that you should know within that cycle. All right, so we are going to begin with the phosphorus cycle. All right, the phosphorus found in our bodies is mainly going to be involved in cell membranes, DNA, and RNA. The phosphorus is going to be involved in making up that semi-permeable membrane, like you will learn next year. It's going to be involved in DNA, in the backbone of the DNA and the RNA. All right, so the phosphorus is mainly going to be used at the cellular level within our bodies. It's mainly going to be found in the lithosphere and oceans. So when we're referring to the lithosphere, we're referring to the top couple layers of the Earth's crust and mantle. All right, so the lithosphere could be referring to many of the rocks that you're going to find and the mountains found on the surface of the earth. So that is mainly where phosphorus is going to be found. It also can be found in oceans as well. All right. Within those rocks and mountains that we just talked about, you're going to get a natural release when rocks are worn down by water or wind through the process of erosion or weathering. All right, and through that process, that's going to start to release that phosphorus as it breaks down, all right, and allow that phosphorus to travel to different places of the earth. All right. Unlike the other two cycles of nitrogen and carbon, phosphorus is not found in the atmosphere, so it is not going to start or be stored up in the atmosphere at all. It kind of mainly stored, like we said, in the lithosphere in the oceans, and then can travel from there. All right, one of the major human impacts is that eutrophication process. All right, this is any time that you get an excess of phosphorus leading to an overgrowth of producers. All right, this is typically near farms where they have lots of fertilizer laid down, and when you get that runoff from rainfall, that phosphorus then that fertilizer gets moved into a body of water or a swampy area where there can be an overgrowth of producers. In extreme cases, it can be leads to hypoxia, which is a lack of oxygen environment due to the bacteria using all of that oxygen and causing an overgrowth along with the plant. So one of the major human impacts would be eutrophication for phosphorus. All right, and here's the cycle in a picture. All right, this is the picture that you are going to use and we are going to provide to you to kind of study from. All right, the major ways that the phosphorus gets moved is through mineable rock. All right, so it starts in that mineable rock. It can get mined, it can get weathered, or it can get eroded. All right, those are kind of the big ways that it gets moved. You have lots of different passages of this cycle and can kind of go wherever the arrows go. As you can see, the fertilizers and detergents are also involved there. But producers can take this phosphorus in through their roots, either through water or through the soil. They can kind of absorb these phosphorus nutrients, which then consumers, when they consume the producers, so when you have an animal come up and absorb your plant, now they are taking in some of that phosphorus that was once in the plant. All right. Then once that consumer dies, all right, you have the decomposers then break down that consumer, and that nutrient then returns back into the soil or the ocean, depending on where that is happening. All right, and then through the process of uplift, after that phosphorus gets turned into sedimentary rock over a long period of time, it can get then uplifted back through geologic processes back up into the surface of the earth, where then it can go start the process all over again. All right, you can also have that process happen, the consumer cycle over here, happen on the right side where it's in the on land with animals that you'll find on land rather than in the water, where then when they get decomposed, they return to soil rather than the ocean. So in simple terms, that's the phosphorus cycle. All right, we're going to talk about each of these cycles, and then we're going to give you an opportunity to practice with it. All right, thank you for watching.